Hey guys, and welcome back to Community Commentary. So you're probably wondering why I'm doing a face cam on it, and the answer to why is because I've decided it's been a while since I've done a community commentary episode, and I decided that I want to do more with the series. Like I have some plans for the series that I'll go into detail more a bit, hopefully after Christmas, of things I want to do with this series on a community front. But yeah, integrating face cams is like sort of the first part of it. So I'm putting in these videos from now on. I'm probably going to have face cam segments for like giving basic rundown on information, and also if there's a more controversial side of like there is in today's video, there's like a more controversial topic, I will face cam that as well. So anyway, what we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about Cosmic Cyclone, which is the new level by Riot, Cyclone and Sonics, and it is the official sequel to Sonic Wave. It's a 2.1 level that uses the 4x speed portal to create some insanely difficult wave effects, and there's a lot of hype for it generating already, and it looks really good. And yeah, Combine's going to be verifying it, and it looks to be a very big new up and coming level. Now it's got a lot of talking points about it, where it's going to fit in the community, its significance, what's going to happen to it. That's all stuff we're going to be covering today. But yeah, but basically what we're going to be doing today is looking at Cosmic Cyclone and looking at its significance, given how it is the first ever official sequel to the original legendary demon that was made over nearly 30 months ago. So yeah, anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. About a week ago, Cyclone previewed a layout for his part in a level named Cosmic Cyclone, and last week, Riot and Combined have been previewing the level as an official sequel to Sonic Wave. We've been getting a lot of information coming together, and we're starting to get a clear picture of what this level is going to be like. Basically, this is the official Sonic Wave sequel that is completely original and engineered by the three biggest names involved with Sonic Wave. The gameplay has been built by Riot, Cyclone and Sonics. Cyclone, of course, was the original creator of Sonic Wave and the architect behind the whole saga, which had such a massive impact on the community that even now Sonic Wave is the king of levels, the original legendary demon, and generally just one of the biggest levels in GD history. It's cool to see Cyclone involved in this project, as nowadays he doesn't really dabble much with his dark past, and it still feels like the legendary but mysterious and controversial Cyclone of that time, and the one with 20,000 subscribers now, who is a slightly above average 144Hz player, are completely different entities. So it's cool to see Cyclone at the core of the building of this legacy. Next we have Riot, the mastermind and orchestrator behind organising, bringing hype to and delivering the project. Riot played Sonic Wave a lot back in his era too, and was one of the main competitors to beat it first during the whole Mifui era. Even though he never managed it, he got 96%, which, fun fact, is higher than the current verifier of Cosmic Cyclone combined has on the level, and was directly responsible for the creation of Sonic Wave Infinity, something that is at the forefront of the future of Extreme Demons now. And finally, we have Sonics, the one who actually revived the legendary demon back in November of last year, when he became the first to complete and re-verify Sonic Wave, turning it into the #1 rated demon where it still remains today, even with levels like Erebus and Yatagarasu out as well. These three are the top three pioneers in the Sonic Wave saga, and so it really is fitting that they be the ones to deliver the sequel. On top of these three, we have a few others. We have Xander and Ossie the Dragon doing decoration. I don't know if there will be any more decorators, but they all seem to be doing a very good job so far. And then we have Combined, the verifier of several huge extreme demons released in 2017, who will be verifying this beast. Many will wonder why Sonics isn't verifying the sequel, and if I had to take an educated guess, I'd say it's because he still has Sonic Wave Infinity, the super buffed rebirth of Sonic Wave that is Sonic Wave's equivalent to Bloodlust. And we will talk more about Sonic Wave Infinity soon. I think Combined is a good choice for this level, as he thus far has always followed through on his verification projects, recently verifying the updated Digital Descent, a Yatagarasu difficulty level, like it was nothing and no sweat. With him verifying the level, I think we can be sure that we will definitely see this in the not so distant future. A key talking point of this level is gameplay, mainly because it is the sequel to the long-term hardest demon. It's got to be super tough, but it also needs to be interesting and actually able to capture the imagination of viewers. We haven't seen the fully decorated level yet, but we've seen parts of it, and we've seen the entire layout too. At about 1 minute and 50 seconds, it's a solid 30 seconds shorter than its predecessor, but I think it will definitely be much harder thanks to its use of tighter wave spaces and 4x speed. However, interestingly, I don't think from what we've seen that this is going to be harder than Sonic Wave Infinity, and so therefore I don't think it will be harder than Bloodlust either. Either that or it will be on par with Bloodlust. At the moment, with the current list standings, this would fly to number 1 in an instant and leave quite a lot of daylight between it and Sonic Wave in second, but depending on when this is released, I don't know if it's actually going to be the hardest demon, given what is also planned to be released around it. We've seen a bit of the design by Xander, and I actually really like this. It kind of reminds me of parts of Sonic Wave Rebirth in a way. I don't know if this was the intention, but I see nothing wrong with calling back to that dead part of the prequel's legacy in this way. Speaking of callbacks, there are a lot of them in this level, and I think it's really clever, to be honest. Cosmic Cyclone follows roughly the same structure as Sonic Wave, but with its own gameplay and challenges, but in some places there are small snippets that are almost identical to parts in Sonic Wave. I feel this is quite clever, really, and I feel like they're just quick-fire references to the old level, but not all of the level is like this, so it's a nice balance. On the subject of structure, it follows the same buffer sequence Sonic Wave did, the rigid transition of cube to ship to ball and then on to wave. And an interesting fact here is that when Sonic Wave was released with this buffer sequence, it was following the exact same buffer sequence as the original 9 Circles level, which also goes cube to ship to ball and then on to wave. So this inherits from the original 9 Circles in more ways than you might think. With these similarities, it's not unreasonable to describe this as basically Sonic Wave on steroids. The wave parts in this are pretty awesome in my opinion. They're so tough and they look epic once mastered. The use of 4x speed is something we've not yet seen associated with a Sonic Wave spin-off level, and so I think it was about time. Generally, Combined has his work cut out for him with this one. The song is another F777 song, it's Hydra. I actually hadn't heard the song before this point. It's pretty cool and I really like the melody. For some reason, it gives me a Freedom Dive-like feel in some parts, but then again, maybe that's just the addition of the undecorated blue background to go along with it. So I said I was going to use the facecam section to talk about something more controversial in this video, and there is a controversial topic for Cosmic Cyclone. As with every big community event, there are some people who are using this to be negative and spiteful and hateful. Draconia Army elaborated on this in his video, but basically there's a lot of people who are saying that this sequel is unnecessary and bland and just unoriginal, and there's been some people who are taking it further to hate on the level, and I do want to address this because I can see where the concerns come from, because with Sonic Wave Infinity most likely being harder as well as being longer awaited, it is hard to consider where in the sort of significance to Sonic Wave's legacy that Cosmic Cyclone will fit in. It's almost like Sonic Wave Infinity could have provided the perfect sequel given its difficulty and reputation, but now there's another one. So looking at the two coming together it does make people wonder how necessary the level was. But obviously this doesn't warrant any hate, and those people who are being hateful are taking it far too far. There's no reason to call a big level project unnecessary. I mean, it's not taking away from any other level projects. Like, no one else is losing out on anything from this level being built. And it's brought Sonic's, Riot and Cyclic together, which is something we've never seen done before, which is amazing. So really, this is a very necessary project to get some really good history down in the community. There's a lot of people throwing around these old arguments, oh, another Extreme Demon, and oh, another 9 Circles level. And both of these really piss me off, because Sonic Wave is an Extreme Demon 9 Circles level. In fact, the hardest Extreme Demon 9 Circles level. So what are they supposed to do? You can't make a sequel to an Extreme Demon 9 Circles level that isn't an Extreme Demon or 9 Circles. To criticize this level because of the form that it's inherited and can't do anything about is a bit ridiculous. It has to be an Extreme Demon because it's the sequel of the legendary demon that was known for its difficulty and is still known for its difficulty. And yeah, 9 Circles levels are still being used and replicated in 2.1, and then you could argue that they're more worn out than ever just because of the sheer volume that there are now. But I think this looks really good, and I like the way 2.1 and 2.0 was used to build the series and take it away from just that sort of set block design and neon wave. The amazing 9 Circles levels we've got out now, Bauscher Vortex is a good example, that really break the ranks, and this looks like it'll break the ranks again. This looks like there's going to be loads of cool decoration in this, so I really don't think that complaining about another 9 Circles level is a good argument, because this is going to have its own unique style, and it's going to look really good. So I don't get people who are hating on it, A, being a 9 Circles level, and B, hating on it for being too difficult. These are things it has to be, and these are things it's going to do well. That being said, I think the hate is kind of overrated, really. There has been a little bit of hate, but not as much as some people are making out. I think everyone's getting swept up in hysteria, but what you've got to remember is you can't actually please the GD fan base, especially with the amount of people that are going to be looking in on this project because of the massive reach Sonic Wave has and how renowned it is. There's going to be 500,000 people looking in on this project over the course of its lifespan, I reckon. So not all of them are going to be happy with how Cosmic Cyclone is executed. Now, the hate has mainly come on Dollar C's video, I've heard. It's probably not that much of a big deal. Like a lot of people will see like one hate comment and think that the entire issue is just a massive issue. I think a couple of hate comments doesn't make this a controversial level. This is not a controversial level in the way that Digital Descent was. I think this is a level that will receive a marginal amount of backlash just because there's so many people in the community coming in to look at it. But I don't actually think it's as controversial as people are making it out. It's a controversial topic as to why it's being executed, and there are going to be differing opinions, but there's no need for hate. And in reality, there's not that much hate. So this project probably will go ahead and be relatively pain-free. As I said in the controversy section, it is hard to determine the place for Cosmic Cyclone in Sonic Wave's legacy, alongside Sonic Wave Infinity. Many will view this as the latter of the legacy of Sonic Wave Infinity, being the primary part. However, I think this arises from not fully understanding what Sonic Wave Infinity is. We keep viewing it as a much harder rebirth of Sonic Wave and nothing more. But it's changed and developed so much from when it was first made by Viperin to be a rebirth that it's now almost its own level in its own category. Think of Bloodlust. That started life as a Bloodbath rebirth that was harder, but with Bloodbath falling so far down the list now, barely anyone even associates the two levels. Bloodlust is its own level and its own beast, and I think that this is what we need to view Sonic Wave Infinity as too. Cosmic Cyclone and Sonic Wave Infinity are being developed for two different purposes, so having the two upcoming together is not a bad thing, and it doesn't mean Cosmic Cyclone is unnecessary. Cosmic Cyclone would place first in an instant now, but I reckon if Bloodlust and Sonic Wave Infinity are out when Cosmic Cyclone is verified, it will place third, or maybe second depending on the buffs and decorations it gets. I imagine this level will be quite revolutionary once released, but not in an update-ending revolutionary way like Yatagarasu or Bloodbath. I think either Bloodlust or Sonic Wave Infinity will hold that role. I think the verification of this is going to be more like when Digital Descent was released, a huge shifting event in the community, but not one that will prompt any game updates. In fact, I'm fairly certain it will be a very similar situation to when Digital Descent was verified, as it's being verified by Combined, and it's the sequel to Sonic Wave, which shared a lot of its early history when rated with Artificial Ascent. I think the big names in it will help it be a renowned name around the community, and it's nice to have all these players and forces working together to deliver this amazing looking sequel to this legendary demon. Overall, it's a great new level that is going to be super hard, and a fitting continuation to a great level storyline. It's getting some hate, but it isn't a controversial level by any means. Everyone is being swept up in hysteria after seeing one piece of criticism here and there. This will be a great, fun level and a good step forward in bringing renewed interest and fan support back to GD. The community is starting to grow and repair again after its terrible spell from the end of summer to November, and so hopefully we can see progress very soon. Let's just hope it doesn't get stuck in the works for too long. Anyway, that's all from me. I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to slap a like on it, and feel free to have your say on Cosmic Cyclone, Sonic Wave Infinity, and any of the topics covered in this video in the comments below. If you're new here, if you could consider subscribing if you like the video, then it would really help me out. The channel's been growing really fast recently, and I think we might actually be able to hit 50k by the end of the year. It will be a push, but I think we can. Anyway, thank you very much guys, I'll see you all soon.